In this hypnosis, we will meet the person we hold dearest. The man who gave birth to you, who is the reason you walk this earth now. With your mom. Close your eyes. Take a breath in and a breath out. Do not try to assume a position that is conducive to sleep. On the contrary, it would be better if you sit back and relax as much as possible with every word I say. It's not meditation, it's hypnosis. So whoever has preconceived notions about hypnosis, it is better to prescribe this session. For those who are just starting out, I want to say that hypnosis is a more powerful tool with which you can really change yourself in the space around you. Everyone is afraid of it, but only those who know how to apply it achieve real results in their lives. Try it. Imagine sitting somewhere in the jungle, with a beautiful waterfall behind you, and you're meditating. During meditation, a person relaxes. Relaxes as much as the surrounding space allows. You are at the center of the universe. From the center of your hollow, rays of sunlight pass in different directions. Up on the side, down on each side. And you, that ray of light, take a breath in and a breath out. Listen to yourself. If you find that place that makes you want to relax even more, fix it. Good. I'm going to go through the different items, naming them one by one. And you'll hear any subject. That's cold, you'll sink even deeper. And hearing an object that is warm will bring you in, feeling yourself in space, almost being on the verge of leaving the country. So, I'm sitting up on a cold stone. In the cold. A very cold stone. But there's a warm ball underneath me. Warm, as safe as possible. And I'm practically coming out of my hypnotic state. Turns out I am now. Practically we're mental. I'll keep listing different subjects. At this time you will inwardly open your inner eyes on the physical level while continuing in the same position. And within yourself you will stay and pave the way. Where you think you can control a picture, a tool, an object. What could it be? Let's pick a car. Even if you don't know how to drive in your inner world, you know how to do it. And you'll make that journey to your car in as much detail as possible. There's cold water all around me. It is very cold, forest, jungle, cold water, very deep dive. It's very deep. But I'm breathing warm air. She's warm. She chats me up and takes care of me. You continue to get into the car. And you're practically off the wall. So, touched a cold pen. She's very cold. And she's a very deep cold pen. But perhaps it's warm and comfortable inside. There are dials, phytometers, and different buttons in front of you. And on any of these buttons you can, like a time machine, select a date and a number. The date from my childhood. Where you felt as good and safe as possible with your mom. Select this item. Maybe he's won one, maybe there are many, maybe there's none, then figure it out, link to it. And on my command, when I say the number 4, you are reflected in this day, traveling on this time machine. Ten, 2, and you are moving on this day. You put them together in patches, like jigsaw puzzles. All day in a circle. 2, 8. Cold 7. A cold, very deep 7. 6. A warm 5. So warm you can touch it. Syringa. Look at what is around you, where you are. How old are you? What your mom looks like. I want to leave you for a minute. In order for you to feel what you want. Give him a hug. Or for her to give you a hug. To apologize. Or for her to apologize to you. Just to talk. Perhaps something to say. Life will come, you are hers or she is hers. For exactly 1 minute there will be no sound of my voice. In the meantime, you'll be prescribing for your mom. Give her a hug, thank her for planning out of you and your spectrum. Bless the spirit. Thank her that you exist now. Give thanks for what she is to the best of her ability, because of that time, those circumstances. Whatever she was, good or bad, she was your mom, fulfilling your rights. Anyway, vacations, thank you. After all, it is because of her that you are who you are now. If you are content with your destiny, speak up, give it to me. If you are not happy, apologize for what you have committed to her. After all, the thought from the offense decides to see a way. Pollock is in charge of his own destiny. Nikolov wasn't there. That is a failure. But every day, every hour, every minute, he makes a choice. Just your choice. Wherever, by whomever, whoever. To Daddy, thank you. Give yourself permission to show up next to your dearest person when she walks in, to ask her permission. If she allows it, all is well, thank you. Sit by the car, press the button. Now, flying past the present, travel to the future. Travel into the future to a place where your mom and you, somehow together, are talking again. Even if your mom is not in your life, there is her memory, her image, but not in your head. Let that image be with you now. If your mom's alive, that's a good thing. Thank the universe for her health and send that day into your life. Where mom's strength and mom's resources are needed as much as possible. Her support, her approval, her love, her affection, her care. That day, where it needs to be maximized for you. In the future, in the present, or even in the past. Go there. I will be silent for exactly 1 minute, while your mom will help you to the best of her ability in this very moment. Read this event in as much detail as possible when you need her help. Imagine her realizing it to the max. Your mom gives you a bag of pebbles. They are such small transparent colored pebbles of different colors. There are a lot of them. Very, very much so. They are different colors and each one represents a day in your life. Some segment of a day in your life. Vaulted or not so vaulted. Each day is defined by a different color. More joyful days, more joyful colors. Sadder, heavier, more gray colors, darker colors. You thank your mom for her help, for her support. You take this bag of cameras and go into a time machine. You sit down. Into it on a warm chair, hold a cold steering wheel, a very cold, heat steering wheel. And now, when my voice goes through the different numbers and finally calls the number 8, you will find yourself in the here and now. In the meantime, I'll give you the numbers. You start the time machine and race back to today. And along the way, you throw out pebbles of bad and good days. I've thrown out the bad camo, you are letting the day go. By throwing out a good camo, you make a wish for it to increase. And has come back into your life repeatedly. Like when you put a coin in a fountain. And even people are showing willingness. And it's bound to come true. If this fountain is complete. 10. You're throwing stones. And some of them. 10. You're throwing stones. One of them is very cold. Very cold, very cold. Throw it away. And the other one is warm. It's very warm. And as you throw it out, conjure up a title to make it multiply. 4. Cold 5. A very cold, heat 5. 3. 2. Warm unit. Throw it away, make a wish, or let the bad stuff go. You can open your eyes, find yourself here, now, in this beautiful place, at the ballet. Or in your room, in your space. And to feel that energy of this place even through the camera, through my voice. Today was a very powerful practice. Work with your ancestry, with your inner child, work with your parent, with that dearest and closest person who gave birth to you, brought you up, raised you, who put a part of himself and his soul into you. And communication with mom is the most powerful resource. So today's hypnosis was as effective as possible, as productive as possible. We set in motion very serious mechanisms, intuitive mechanisms. In other words, everything that has been happening today, you and I have been triggering intuitive work. And in the coming week, trust your intuition. Trust what your heart, your soul tells you. And only then can you find your true path. Your purpose and do what exactly you need, what's important to you, not what's important to someone else, your parents, your kids, your subscribers, your friends or girlfriends, whoever. Listening to yourself, your inner self, your inner soul child. Inner, because one happy life to his little piece of heart, his soul. And this week a great deal of insight should be happening in your life. And your life will flow with new growth. Only listen, only do as your heart, your soul shows you.